Good morning, this is Anka Metcalf with TradeOutLoud.com. Welcome to the pre-market game plan for the major futures, indices, gold, and oil for today, Thursday, November 16. It is 9:11 a.m. Eastern Time. We're going to begin with the mini Dow Industrial Average. We've had an extensive run in the overnight trading session, so the optimism is back on the map for the mini Dow. Right now trading at 23,348 level. It had a high of 353. And it has reached this cluster of resistance right here. Obviously, more room to run into the next cluster area, which is 23,400. Dow is up 85 points as of right now. It had this extensive run. It had a pretty steady run into the Asian session, consolidation throughout the European session, and at 8 o'clock, after 8 o'clock Eastern Time, we have managed to move higher again. So one more leg to the upside. We're very close to triggering a daily buy right here and getting above the daily 20 MA. That would be more bullish signs coming up for the mini Dow Industrial Average. Shorting not an option just right now. We're going to be looking at possible pullbacks. So we've had a very steady power trend to the upside. So we are going to be looking for pullbacks in these areas. Perhaps the next pullback area that we're going to be looking for is going to be into the 320 area all the way to the 310 area. So pretty much the same levels that we were watching yesterday in our trading environment. Yesterday we were a little bit more aggressive on our scalp. We managed to get this low and push it higher in price. So that was a really good trade as well. All right, let's continue with the mini S&P 500 that is stalling at this resistance of 75. Keep in mind that 80 is going to be the push area for the upside for a more dynamic, sustained move to the upside. However, we will be looking for pullbacks into the 72 area. If 72 area proves to hold in this area, we're going to be looking for scalps from 72 all the way into the 75 and a half. Possible pullbacks into the 70 may be possible, and this would be a more sustainable area to leg into a trade. So we're looking for a possible breach at the 72, may push the price back to 70, and then here we're going to look for a rotation back to the upside into the 75. For the day today, the S&P 500 is up about 9 points. Let's continue with Nasdaq. Nasdaq very strong in the overnight trading session. Very little consolidation throughout the European session, trying to push higher into the 63 number. 63 is going also to be a daily breakout, a daily buy that may propel the Nasdaq higher into levels of 62.20, 62.40, 62.50 area. So any pullbacks that we will be looking for are going to be into the 62.80 area, possibly 62.80 to 62.75. 62.80 to 62.85. These are going to be the pullback areas that we're going to be looking for in order to, again, no shorting, at least as of right now, at least from the open. Let's take a look at Russell, and Russell is also up 5.9 points, 0.40%. We have total balance throughout the leaderboard right now, and they all look like they want to continue higher. However, Russell has been the laggard on the map. We also have a triple top here, possible formation that if we're going to breach the 67 level, we may have room to continue lower into the 62. Super extended at this point when we're going to be starting the New York trading session, but obviously if we are going to get a break over 1472, we may push higher into the 75 area, and we also have a target of 1480. 1480 is going to bring more clarity as to where the trend is going to go, but if we reach the 1480 area, this is going to be a sign for a larger movement that may continue to the upside into the 1500 and back into the 1518, that all-time high that we've mentioned. All right, let's continue with gold, and gold is up 1.2 points on the day. Right now, just hovering into this resistance area at 1280. This is going to be a big problematic area right here because it has a lot of things that that may oppress price and may push price back down to the 76 and 75 level. This is totally scalpable as of right now. And right now we're getting this rush to the downside. Really, really strong reaction right here. Extreme volatility. Take a look at the prior hourly bar. So we had extreme volatility here, and we have a lot of volatility that is coming here. So nothing for day trading purposes right now in GC. So GC needs to break 80 in order to continue higher, possibly to 84, 86. And if we break below this 75 level, it may have room to continue lower back into the 72 and 70 level. Let's take a look at oil and see what oil is doing today. Very sideways. We're trading a new contract right now. We had a gap up right after the market reopened at 6 o'clock, pushed to the upside, forming a high 55.70 and back into the 55.25 level. Daily perspective looks a little better. Daily perspective looks like a daily buy. We will be monitoring this level of 55.25, a pullback into 55.25 and sustained area right here. We may leg into a possible day trade for today with possible targets to the upside. On a breach of this level, we will look for a correction back into the 55 level. This is all for now. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you for more trade ideas in the private Twitter feed.